week, you are going to create an expressive or abstract portrait. So that means it may not look realistic. Express yourself, get creative, and have fun with whatever types of art materials you can find. In this video, you will see examples by the art teachers that might inspire your own portrait. The first example is a portrait inspired by Cubism. Cubism was a style of art used by Pablo Picasso that shows many viewpoints of a person or object all at once. Cubism breaks down the picture into cubes or geometric shapes. Artists like Miguel Ángel Belinchón are still inspired by Cubism today. I'm going to show you a fun way to create a Cubist-style portrait using simple letters, numbers, lines, and shapes. Grab something to draw with and a piece of paper, and pause or come back if I'm going too fast. Let's get started. Start off by holding your paper the tall way or vertical. We're going to draw a large letter U right in the center. Leave a little room around for hair or hats. Next, I'm going to make a number 6 attached to the right side of the U, just like that. On the opposite side, I'm going to make a loop or what looks like a number 2. On the end of the number 2, I'm going to make capital letter L, right to the center and over to the right. Next, I'm going to draw a backwards letter C for the nostril, right here on the side of the letter L. We're going to write a number 3 3 times. First, right under the letter L, make your number 3. On the side of the head, make another number 3, and flip it over for a backwards number 3 on the left. Next, I'm going to use the letter V, but I'm going to turn my paper to the side and I'm going to connect it to this number 3. Kind of looks like a heart. For the neck, I'm going to make 2 vertical lines, kind of like a number 11. I'm going to connect those 2 lines with a curved, wide letter U. On each side, I'm going to make a short horizontal line out, and then from there, down to the edge of my paper. I'm going to draw 2 ovals inside the number 2 and 6, and then I'm going to color in 2 smaller ovals inside of there. Now, let's get creative. Think about what kind of hair you might add, what other features, details like jewelry, eyeglasses, eyelashes, eyebrows. What could they be wearing? What's in the background? And now you get to color it in. I'm going to use oil pastels, but you can use anything you like. And I'm going to break my picture up into various shapes, just like Cubism. Have fun!
Today I'm getting my inspiration from these contemporary artists. A contemporary artist is someone who is making art in today's world. I'm going to be using the process of collage, where I'm gluing and assembling various materials to a flat surface. My portrait might even seem a little absurd, strange, or humorous. I'm going to be cutting my images from pages of a magazine. I like to start with a good shape for a head, maybe even a neck. If you can't find the right facial feature, you can always draw one. I also like to have lots of options. What do Harry Potter, Taylor Swift, and Rob Gronkowski have in common? Not much yet.
Finding some inspiration in Lola Dupree and Amedeo Modigliani's portraits. I'm going to be creating an abstract portrait using paint, but you can use any materials you can find around the house. I'm starting my portrait with a long, skinny oval, and I'm adding some facial features like the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth. I'm giving my portrait some hair and a hat, and I'm going to paint my portrait with any colors that I'm inspired to use. Remember, you want to keep it abstract. Abstract means you can still tell what it is. We want to still be able to tell that it's a portrait, but it's not going to be realistic. I hope you're having a lot of fun.
Let's make a folk art style portrait. A folk artist may be an everyday person with no special art training. Rules like perspective and proportion are usually not followed. Folk artists use simple techniques and bright colors. They don't worry about making things perfect. In this folk art portrait, I'm using all the features of the face, the eyes, nose, and mouth. They don't look very realistic. I'm also adding some fun expressive patterns, textures, and colors. It's giving the portrait a unique personality. I could leave the bright, bold colors or blend them together to make new colors. Overlapping, layering colors, even adding more patterns. It's about expressing myself. I hope you have lots of fun expressing yourself this week with a portrait.
To make an abstract relief portrait, I first looked at Kandinsky's painting called Yellow, Red, Blue of 1925. Kandinsky was an abstract artist with very special abilities. He could listen to colors and paint the sounds of music. I started by using strips of paper with tabs to make the lines stand and add a relief or 3D effect to my painting. After painting the straps of paper black, like the lines in Kandinsky's painting, I glued them down in a way I could see a profile portrait with very few elements such as a nose, an eyebrow, hair, and an eye. Then I used a variety of colors of paint to create a fun texture and contrast with the seriousness of the geometric lines. I added a few more details, and here it is, an abstract relief portrait.
Mrs. Hall is doing an expressive pet portrait. I am using a photo of my dog Daisy. I'm using the crayon resist technique. The trick is to apply lots of crayon wax so that when you watercolor over it, the wax will repel the paint and appear much brighter. Let's see what happens when I start painting. When you finish, you can embellish your details and keep on creating. Don't forget to share your work in Seesaw if you're in kindergarten, 1st or 2nd grade, and in Google Classroom for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Have fun!